I'm Samantha Brown, professional organizer, decluttering specialist, and business coach. I created Pro Organizers Coach podcast to empower you to reach new heights in your business. I am on a mission to build a supportive sisterhood of passionate professional organizers. So whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just getting started, this podcast is for you. Welcome back to the Pro Organizers Coach podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about why some women build successful organizing businesses, and then there's others that never even start. Here is the core belief shift we are going to talk about today. You do not need to be more qualified. You just need to start. So recently, I was talking to a lady who had wanted to start her organizing business for almost a year. She had notebooks full of ideas, business names saved in her phone, organizing accounts that she followed on Instagram, and a dream of actually helping people. But after all that time, she still hadn't started her business. And as we talked, I realized she wasn't missing information. She was waiting to feel ready. So, lie number one, I'm not organized enough. This is a belief that a lot of us feel when we are getting ready to start an organizing business. At least I know I felt that way. What you need to understand is that professional organizers are not perfect, which I know a lot of our clients think that we are. And I know before you start your business, it can feel very overwhelming and feel like other organizers, especially on Instagram, are perfect. They aren't. They just took action and they have a heart to help people. Your clients are not hiring you because your house looks perfect. That is not why they're hiring you. They are hiring you because you can help them create solutions. They are hiring you because they have a problem that they need help solving, and they believe that you can help them. So ask yourself, am I good at helping people with solutions? Am I good at helping people when they have issues or problems? Am I typically able to be a problem solver or figure out what's going on and help in some sort of way? If the answer is yes, then you are going to be a fantastic organizer. There's this misconception in the organizing industry that it's all about the bins and baskets and beautiful things. And while yes, there are some organizers that is what they focus on, there are also a whole side of the industry that we focus more on the problem solving in people's lives, whether they are needing to downsize and we help them declutter, whether they moved into a new house and they've been living there for a year and they still haven't created systems and solutions for the way that they live in their home. There's so many different ways that you can approach being a professional organizer that I need you to understand that if you have a heart to help people and you actually start taking the steps that you need to take to get there, then before you know it, you will find your people and they will find you. All right, lie number two, I need certifications before I can even begin. So many successful organizers started without certifications, me being one of them. Now, yes, I started and then I went and got certified as a life coach because I wanted some more ways to work with my clients and some more tools in my tool belt. But that's also why I created the Academy, is because if you go through my course at the Academy, you get a certification. So if you're looking for a certification to help you, then absolutely go through the courses because it's going to help you anyways. It's going to give you the steps that you need and it's going to give you the support that you need. But you don't have to have a certification to get started. Of course, the education is valuable, but action is what creates experience. And if you will start implementing the action without overthinking it, that's when you're going to start to succeed and start to see some changes in your life and in your business, i.e., actually getting it started and off the ground and working with clients. And honestly, clients care more about the results you can bring them than your credentials. They really do. We care about the credentials. They care about if you can actually help them, which is why in the courses I've set them up the way I have. How to Start Your Organizing Business, which has all of the back end stuff, the legal stuff, all of that, the paperwork, everything. Then step 2 is creating a website, of course, because you need to have some sort of front-facing thing that people can go to and find out more about your business. And then step 3 is how to work with clients as a professional organizer. If you will go through those courses, and recently I just launched my Marketing Made Simple for Professional Organizers course. So no matter where you are on your journey, I have a course that is for you. So if you will just go and check those out and watch the little videos of me explaining what is included in the course and the outcome that you will get from taking that course, I promise you, you are going to understand it a lot better. All right, let's talk about another thing that you might be thinking. My house has to be perfect first. So we as organizers are human. Life happens. Our home is lived in. It is not staged. And I know specifically as an organizer now, since we do need content and we do need to be able to show up online and show up on Google and all of the places, it is intimidating when you don't feel like your house is social media worthy or that it's not good enough to put online. I know that feeling. And there's multiple ways that you can go about this, but either work on just a drawer and take a before and after photo of it. Find a little corner of your house. Ask a friend that you feel like their house is beautiful and let them have you take photos there and video and some content there for helping them organize their space. The point is that there's ways to get around this so you don't have to have this Pinterest perfect lifestyle, home, any of that to be a helper and to help your clients. Most of them don't want us to be perfect. Now, again, there's kind of these two sides of being a professional organizer. There are the people that are going to want the higher end, quote unquote, organizers, and that's great. But there's also this entire world of everyday people that would rather know that you are an everyday person because then they know you're not going to judge them. If they feel like you are too perfect, then they're going to feel like you're going to judge them. I hear it all the time when people go to my website. I loved your website, but I also loved how authentic your before and after photos are. I loved how the reviews I read on Google said how non-judgmental you were. I loved how your messaging spoke straight to me. And it's because people are looking for authenticity. Who you are is enough. And so I need you to start believing in that so you can step out and get this business off the ground. It's life-changing, but it also takes action. It takes getting the steps and going down the roadmap of how to start your business and all of the things I talked about a minute ago. You've got to go through those steps because you are still creating a business here that you want to last for a long time. So we've got to get the foundational pieces in order and we've got to give it some time for the seeds to grow that you are going to plant and that I'm going to teach you how. All right, another thing that you might be thinking is there's already too many organizers in my area. There are, everywhere I look, there's an organizer or a new one coming up. So number one is there are thousands of people in your city who need help. Even if you live in a smaller city, there are still a lot of people that need help. Anyone that is moving or just had a baby or needing to downsize or might be, like the list goes on and on and on of the things that people need help with. We live in an Amazon age, so they have all of this stuff coming in constantly. A lot of people are working multiple jobs to be able to live the lifestyle that they're living. And so any of those problems that you can solve for them, they are willing to pay. And nobody can serve everyone. Each one of those organizers that are in your area are talking to a different clientele. Plus, do you know if they're even still in business? I know for me, a lot of organizers, like if you look on Google Maps, it looks like there's a ton more. And some of them I've actually reached out to give them clients that I didn't have the time to take, and they're not even in business anymore, but all of their stuff is still up. So just because you see when you go on Google where it looks like there's all of these organizers in your area, that is not necessarily true. And people hire people that they connect with. So the more authentic that you can be about who you are, who you want to help, and how you want to help them, the more that your people are going to be able to find you. So let's end with what actually creates success. The organizers who actually succeed, they take action, they stay consistent, they are committed to learn as they go, and they're truly focused on helping people. So if you are willing to learn as you go, you honestly want to help people, which I feel like those two are pretty much givens. If you are someone that follows me and that listens to me, I can almost guarantee you're willing to learn as you go and that you are definitely focused on helping people. But the two other pieces of the puzzle that you need are you need to start taking some action and you need to be consistent with that action. And that is exactly why I have my courses at proorganizerzacademy.com. You will find the links in the show notes below and in the description, because it's hard to take action when you don't know what action needs to be taken. So the How to Start Your Organizing Business course is going to answer that for you. But then to stay consistent, that's where having the community is going to help you as well, is because you're going to get coaching, you are going to see other organizers and what they're going through, and it's just going to help give you that accountability. And so taking action and staying consistent, the two hardest ones for a lot of us, is exactly what my courses and community are going to fix for you. If you will just go and take the action, go to the academy, start with step 1, and work your way through my courses, I promise you, you will not regret it. All right, so let me ask you this before we wind up. What's one excuse that you've been using that's keeping you from getting started? Leave that as a comment below if you're watching the YouTube channel. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, you can probably comment if you're on like Spotify or whatever anyways. So leave it as a comment, because I get all of the comments. And so I want to hear from you. What is an excuse that you've been using that is keeping you from getting started and taking the next step that you need to take to get this business off the ground? I cannot wait to hear what it is. I thank you so much for being here. And if you've been waiting for permission, girl, let this be it. Go to proorganizerzacademy.com. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, give me a 5-star review. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode.